Yeah, definitely.
It's the right time we start exposing ourselves. No, you see, I'm on my own. Okay, you're right. But
Please can we check if the audio is okay? The sound is very, very important. Can you check if the sound is okay? Very, very important. Thank you so much. It's another edition of Bystanders at this thing on Flick TV. I'm here to dish it out the way it is once again. We have ruling party using judiciary to intimidate, silence opposition. Ruling party using judiciary to intimidate, silence PDP, LP, and NFP are saying I don't miss the ones much, says the former president of the country, one of the bodies. I don't miss presidency much, says the former president. Inflation jumps 24 times in 25 months, says the court. Inflation jumps 24 times in 25 months, says the this is an example of what I'm saying. So this is an example of what I'm saying here.
Right, quickly to Nigerian Tribune newspaper. What's Nigerian Tribune saying this morning at the newsstand? Persistent inflation, dollarization of economy disturbing, says Edo State Governor Obaseki. Persistent inflation, dollarization of economy disturbing, says Governor Godwin Obaseki. By next year, Nigeria should be producing enough fuel for domestic consumption, says Presidency. To the next story, PDP members protest as appeal court sacks Governor Mutfwang declares APC winner in Plateau. It's a temporary setback. It says, now down the paper we have Osun PDP, APC in war of words as Adeleke denies appointment of acting CJ. 2024, no zoning formula exists in Edo. That's what Tribal is saying. And to the next one, 7 years after escape from prison and the early arrest, wanted Abuja drug kingpin. Ripples at Character Commission over reps delayed report. Reports at Character Commission over reps delayed report. That's what we have on the front page of Daily Trust newspaper. I don't miss being president, says Muhammadu Buhari, that's the ex-president of the country. I don't miss being president, says Muhammadu Buhari. All right, Nigeria UAE flights resume soon after 14 months, says federal government. Let me quickly move back to the Punch newspaper. What's the Punch saying? I read it before, but because of the audio glitch, I say, okay, let me go back to the paper to read it out to the viewers. All right, APC PDP clash as appeal court sacks third opposition governor. APC PDP clash as appeal court sacks third opposition governor. Court orders INEC to retrieve PDP certificate of return. Lalong hates judgments. Ruling person using judiciary to intimidate and silence opposition. We have PDP LP. NPP saying this. I don't miss presidency much, says President Muhammadu Buhari. That's the former president of Nigeria. I don't miss presidency much, says ex-president Muhammadu Buhari. Inflation jumps 24 times in 25 months, says reports. Service extension, federal government owes student teachers 23 months arrears. The last story we'll be reading to you, viewers, on Israel-Hamas war. UN-US condemned school attack, death hits 14,000. Thank you so much, viewers, for joining us on today's edition of this program. Really appreciate you. Hope you had a great weekend. Our viewers are here, and we need to quickly do justice to the stories we have on the front pages of these journals, of this paper. Sorry, Kole, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. Good to be here. Happy New Week.
Wish you the same.
Yeah, blessing upon blessing.
All right,
Mr. Akirimade, I greet you. I have to
can I have the
send
phone?
my
Let's go
greetings
to the
you.
comment section, please.
Special one. You really, I think you are one of the man of the movement, man of the year for me, because you saved me at the late time I needed you. And I want to thank my brother that is in Texas. I think yeah, you're all doing well. I want to thank Odunlade. Well, meanwhile, Mr. Odunlade, I've gotten a phone through Mr. Akirimade, a very good man indeed. God will continue to bless his efforts.
Thank you so much, Kole, for that, and we also appreciate Mr. Akirimade, right, for that good gesture. Kole, back to what we have on board this morning. APC PDP clashing over appeal court judgment on Plateau State. We have the PDP governor crying out to the public that the justice was not best served. Now, as of last week, we were talking about the state, the entity called Nigeria, heading towards a one-party system. And don't you think our analysis have been coming through on that? Same last week, Atiku called on opposition parties for a merger. Last week, Appeal Court sacked a governor which
in Kano.
In the Kano State, NNPP candidate. That's Yusuf Abba. We have it also in Plateau State. Kule, how can we get a better Nigeria with all this? Can Tinubu be democratic in nature as the president of the country? Hope the APC is not having influence on our judiciary.
Let me just say one thing. May God forgive all those people carrying that propaganda that Tinubu is the cause of all those court judgments. And I have to say it loud and clear. The problem started from their home, from their parties. What they are just witnessing now is self-inflicted, problem. Self-inflicted problem. It happens under APC during what's it called? This states. This Bayelsa, it happens under, it happens under APC government. That Leon was the line, denying of his mandate because the opposition saw the lacuna in, the candidacy through this vice deputy governor candidate, deputy governorship candidate then, and they work on that lacuna for them to get their judgment. That was what now brought Diri to governance then, to government now. For they now declared Diri as a winner of that election. And let's fast forward it back to Kano. The Kano state election, that election was manipulated because there was hidden agenda against Kwankwaso. Ganduje. Ganduje was blackmailed to the extent they blackmailed Ganduje with the citizens of Kano. And the election then, I think there was irregularity in Kano election that brought in NNPP candidates. And when they went to court, APC has always, they've known right from onset that is a stolen mandate, it's their stolen mandate. And they went to court, thank God they are still at the Court of Appeal, they will still get to Supreme Court. Let's wait to the Supreme Court. Then about making the party, that's APC one party states. I think anybody that is saying that now, he should go and think and reawake himself to know that what are the strategies that brought APC as a formidable party. APC merged with CPC then, APC merged with some faction of ABGA then, APC merged with ACN then. It was different parties that came together to form alliance that made up that APC. So if PDP is crying foul, like Atiku, somebody like Atiku is crying Alhaji Atiku is crying foul now, let him go back to the drawing table, because he himself was part of this prostitute political movement. Atiku was part of, it was PDP, from PDP he joined the ACN, from ACN he went back to, PDP. Now look at Obi too. Obi was from ABGA to PDP, PDP to Labour. Are they stable? And you want to form a formidable, party. You want a formidable government. As Atiku is saying it, I think that time is expired. The time they needed that alliance has passed by, and they passed them by, they did not notice it. To me now, they don't speak with one voice. Who want to align with PDP? With PDP that said they will rule Nigeria for 99 years under Igulafo, their chairman there. Look at where they had to.
Now we have Udeze Sima saying that no need of going to elections again in Nigeria. Mr. Adekunle, this is no more democracy.
Oh, you see, Adekunle on my own. Adekunle.
Mr. Adekunle is talking to me.
He's talking to me. Because he himself, the person that is saying that statement, should, I think, landlord travel and see, come down to Nigeria and witness the election that is going on. They should not just sit down in one seat, in one room there, and be watching and be giving falsehood stories. The election here, if you know that it's not working, come home and contribute to your own quota. You are not too old enough to contest for any position. You start with, they say charity begins at home. Come home, anywhere you come from in the East, you can come home to participate in this electoral system. A tree does not make a forest. So let him come and contribute his own quota. This is still our country. No matter anywhere anybody is now, home is home. Your home is home. You are first Nigeria. First, you are Nigeria before any other country.
Buhari has said something this morning. I don't miss presidency much. That's what the ex-president has said. What's your take on it?
Yeah, but the largest that come after the retirement is enjoying that. You can only say you don't miss the presidency. But the largest, an average ex-president that is leaving the seat, the Julius Berger is building up a mansion of like 20 rooms or 30 rooms. For them, all of them have it. IBB have it. The Abacha have it. Obasanjo Library project is there. I think this man has his own in Otuoke, Jonathan. So the largest. Then you look at Katsina too. Katsina, when you look at how Amechi turned around Katsina, you will you will bow that this our past president, successive past president, they are enjoying themselves to the fullest. Because number one, every year they will be giving you a brand new Prado or Land Cruiser Jeep. Every year there's some allocation going to you as an ex-president. So to me, nobody can say he mixed Aso Rock, as he said, because the largest they are retiring back to enjoy is, that's why we say constitution. We have deceptive constitution that only work for the leaders, that does not work for the masses. So that confab, and I'm pleading that confab, constitutional confab, that people were paid to attend in Abuja, because each one of them got up to 2 million, 1.5 to travel down to Abuja to talk about our constitution. But now when it was time to implement it, we did not hear anything. It's our Commonwealth money they spent on that confab. Let's see the implementation of that confab, which will take Nigeria away from this, away from this turbulent economic policy, because the constitution will be followed up. And it was Mr. Toby, Justice Nicky Toby, and one other, I think it was Professor Bolaji Akiyemi was the deputy there. Well, Professor is still alive. They can lobby their way for them to, implement that constitution. And I will see, if I have my way, I think I still have a bit access to see Professor Bolaji Akiyemi. I will throw that question. The last time I was with him, through one lady that introduced me, that I went to introduce as an agent, property agent, that will have raised that issue up. Very sound man and very accommodative man. I will have, and I'm regretting that I did not raise that. Say, sir, Prof, sir, why didn't you guys cry for implementation of that? Because you were the vice chairman of that committee. We want the implementation of that confab, national confab, that Jonathan organized that time. Nevertheless, I was told that Jonathan was bullied. He was threatened not to implement it. But it will have been the biggest achievement of our Mr. President then, Jonathan, which I really love. I love his humility, and I love him the way he's practicing his own politics. It's not a do or die politics that that man is playing. Kudos to him.
So Jonathan is now 66 years of age.
Yeah, he's 66. Yeah.
Happy birthday to the
Happy birthday to my president, former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. One in a million president we've ever had. The most gentle president, the most president with decorum, the most, democratic president. I'm not going to be Biafra that castigate everybody around. Jonathan, I give you kudos to that.
And I said it to me, Lucky. My name is Lucky. Good morning, all our viewers all over the world.
All right, Charles, good morning.
Good morning, Ametinwachuku. Good morning to everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Men who Sabi in Germany are celebrating on the 16th of December. If you're in Germany, if you're in part of the Europe, you can join them. Men who Sabi. They are celebrating their end of the year party.
Which one is Men Wey Sabi?
Men Wey Sabi, they Sabi a lot. Dutchman Pounds, good morning. Ametinwachuku, Mr. Dennis, you can let the cat out of the bag. These are the chairmen.
All right.
Good morning, Mr. Michael.
Good morning. It's a brand new week, a brand new day. And I welcome you.
Good morning, Mr. Lucky. Good morning, Mr. Lucky. Good morning, my brother. How was your weekend?
Oh, fine.
Good morning, Ametinwachuku, and there's a team. Taiwo. Everybody. Hi. Oh, my brother. Sometimes I'm being carried away. Good morning to all of you. God will continue to bless all of you, anywhere you are.
All right, thank you so much, Charles. The president, the former president of the country, Buhari, said that is not, in any way missing Aso Rock. And many people are reacting to this, and I want to have your take on it.
I'm very, very much happy on what he said. When you go deep to that statement, to the story, he said, I am not missing Aso Rock because I could not give my best to Nigerians. That was what he said. But Mr. President, the question is this: does that really mean that there was not a platform that was given to you for you to give out your best to Nigerians? Everything you needed as a Mr. President, as the most popular black African country in the world has been given to you. So why then sudden excuses? What happened when you were there? You could not even give us a tip of why you could not give us the best of, as in why you could not even excel or deliver.
As promised.
My brother, go and sit down. We don't need your apology. Your apology is not needed. Go and sit down. You have failed Nigerians. Nigerian posterity will not always remember you because of the bad homage you have given to this country. You cannot tell me that for good 8 years, a platform was given to you for you to scale through. Is it money? How much money were you busy borrowing? Everything you needed as a Mr. President, as a president of one of the strongest and the popular black Africa, the most popular in the world, was given to you. Why are you complaining? We are not let him go and sit down, because that's exactly what I mean by Igbo. Let him go and sit down. You cannot, everything he needed as a Mr. President, as the #1 citizen of Nigeria, was given to him. Even a platform was even given to him, was basically borrowing money here and there. Why is he telling that he didn't miss anything? I am very, very much happy now that he's coming out to say it, that he could not give out his best. Your best was not even needed anymore, because you have failed not only Nigeria, even your entire generation, you have failed them.
But presently, some Nigerians are now missing Buhari.
Anybody
In administration of Tinubu.
My brother, let me.
Are you missing Buhari?
I am not missing. I am not missing anybody. If there's a president I'm missing, I am missing Yaradua. I am missing Goodluck, Ebele Jonathan. These are the people that you can put in place, and I will bluntly tell you, I can beat my chest that these are the people that are in line, of which somebody like me being charged. I don't know about you. You can decide to miss anybody. You can decide to miss anybody, irrespective of is what I may call a decisive decision everybody will take. So I am missing Yaradua and Jonathan. Buhari should go and sit down because he had failed Nigerians. Simple.
Now there are talks about the sack of the PDP governor in Plateau State, and this brings me back to what we discussed last week and what Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who happens to be PDP president,
one party system, right?
Election, talked about. You have your own take on this, but Nigerians are not even worried about the irregularities in the election. They don't want to care, but what they are saying is that why the sack?
My brother, let's be honest with ourselves here. Irrespective of religion, tribalism, or any other political affiliation, I grew up in Plateau State, that Jos you are talking about. Are you getting me? It's a very peaceful, and it's, during our day, that was during the reign of Joshua Jare, the former governor. Ahmed Musa, you are hearing today, the Super Eagle skipper, was my boy when I was a footballer then.
Wow.
I'm not giving you a fake story. Go and ask him. If I can have a platform to meet with him. We all grew up in Jos.
So you can play very well.
Mikel Obi, you are hearing with the same secondary school, even P Square, St. Morumba's College. Are you getting me? When you go to Plateau State, it's a place where you can excel. Very nice. It was a PDP state.
Peaceful place.
Very, Joshua Dare, Jonah Jang, all these are the governors that ruled that particular state. If you go to Jos, let me be honest with you, if there's no part of Nigeria that is much more conducive. Most of our brothers in Europe can bear me with that if it happens to be in Jos, very cold weather. But you cannot come out and start destructing the peace of the people. PDP won that particular place. And then you want to upturn what PDP have gotten in place. What is your problem? Democracy is all about opposition. Without opposition, democracy cannot work. Without opposition, there's nothing like democracy. Without opposition, there's nothing like, we are practicing the modern day democracy in the world. Somebody have won election, and then you are trying to look at what happened in Kano State. Look at again. There's even a rumor, the governor of Abia State now, that they want to upturn that to an APC member. My brother, it's not good. It's not going to work well. They shouldn't make things look as if most of these Nigerians, we don't know what they are doing. 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 We don't know what they are do what politics is all about, even if we are not there yet. But we know the importance of democracy, we know the importance of politics. Politics cannot come, you can't just come to politics and you decide maybe everybody should always dance to the tune of what you really want in life. Are you getting me? So it's very, very important and vital that this government itself should know that the essence of democracy, opposition party must be there. People will always say, if you cannot compete, you cannot develop. Competition, they say, is the engine wire of development. When you compete, likewise, when you are in school, if you cannot compete, you cannot develop. So the reason why you always be there to compete is just for you to develop. APC should not make Nigerians look as if it's a one-party nation. Nobody will give room to that. A man people have elected, and they know that these are the people, these are the mandate, this is the people's mandate have been given to him, and then you are trying to watch to obtain what the people's mandate have given to him. It's not fair. Okay, you are not with Guardian here. In Guardian newspaper, something went on. The Lagos state government uses the taxpayer money in Guardians. It's not here. What I'm seeing here is Punch and Trust. If you can see Guardian, you bring it up. The Lagos state government uses taxpayers' money for their personal enjoyment. It's on Guardians. And it's not here. You bring it up, you see it, the whole world will see it. Is it supposed to be like that? The essence of taxpayer money is for you to uplift the infrastructural facility development in every sectors of Nigerian economy, depending on the state you find yourself. But you are using it for your personal, in those days, one of our teachers would say for your personal aggrandizement. And it's not supposed to be like that. So those people should be mindful of, they can tell you that, yes, they can do it because an APC government. They shouldn't make themselves Lord and God over all Nigerians. Give everybody, an opportunity for him to skate through. Even if it's a minority political party that will come out and challenge you, let it be that even if you win, everybody will clap for you that, yes, APC have won.
The both parties still have a Supreme Court to go to.
Even, my brother, who owns the Supreme Court?
They still have the Supreme Court.
Who owns the Supreme Court? I'm asking you.
And I'm asking a question now that what happens to the election in Kogi State? Lucky. What happened? Charles, what happened to the election in Kogi State?
That is what you are saying.
No, sometimes these political candidates can be very, very, very funny.
They are very funny, my brother.
The SDP candidate said he cannot waste time going to
because he doesn't touch the judiciary. That's what I always say here.
Nobody touch the
judiciary anymore.
The
judiciary did not touch the judiciary. Is it me who touch the judiciary? That's the problem.
But you should have tried.
My brother, what is the essence of trying when you know that time you are using, you have done almost all the nooks and crannies of Kogi State campaigning. And
because there were irregularities in that Kogi State.
And you did not win. And then somebody asking you to go to court. The person, if it is abroad, go abroad and rest, relax, so that most of the energy you have wasted will come back to you.
Admit that before the election there was result. But the election started.
That's result there.
Admit and say that this local government they will get to cancel it today. Just you see, Nigeria need to sit there. This is less on the people. And that's what I mean. How many people are in how many police, how many army? The people need to rise up against this thing.
Because if the Plateau State governor was sacked because of irregularities.
Because they said they don't have structure. I can say they don't have structure.
Why would you say they don't have structure? Is it you that has a structure? I am not a partisan somebody.
Structure or no structure.
Allow them.
Well, I'm not even saying you should allow. Let Kogi State election be looked into as well. That is if the candidates there are serious as well. If they are serious, that's the most important thing. Now let's quickly move down to the last story I'll be talking about here. By next year, Nigeria should be producing enough fuel for domestic consumption, says Presidency. Next month. You're expecting Port Harcourt final. You're not even.
See, Mr. Michael.
Sir?
Thank God. We have woken up to have witnessed a system of government whereby they are nothing but full of talk, expressing what they cannot do. When last will you be able to match words with your action and action with words, so that Nigerians will start seeing what you are preaching? It's just like a man of God telling you, don't go before you reach your house. You will see food in your house. When you reach out, you didn't see anything. Hunger is here killing you. But he's there enjoying himself in the vineyard of the Lord. But the people he's there that God have deposited into their hands are there suffering, dying of hunger. These people should stop deceiving themselves. Nigerian as a country, we are rich enough to the extent that nobody on earth, in this planet earth, should be dying of hunger. You are telling us that you want to go and refine oil. Refine is no problem. But what we are saying that the years is fast. How many months now? How many days before you see that the year will close? You go to 2022.
Now we have Push Mom saying
Push Mom, good morning.
That the APC can't be governor in Abia State. I stayed there for years.
Thank you very much.
I bet anyone Imo State will even be very, very peaceful to compare that
to Abia State.
Abia State. I pity we, the Nigerians.
Do you know that this guy that said it, God bless you. Welcome. Abia State, mostly that Aba, we are talking about the heart of Abia. Forget about Umuahia, their capital. That Aba, I don't think they can give rooms to that. Are you getting me? So I am very, very much happy. We are not happy with whatever that is going on with the country. These people should know that we are all human beings. God has given them the opportunity to be there. Please save our lives. We are suffering. Nigerians are dying. Thank you very much. Good morning, Dutchman Pounds. God bless you. I'm Thank
you, my brother. I want to support my brother and Mike. Really, let's say the facts.
Let's call it speed, right?
Yes. See what is happening in this country because our people are not talking. That's the opportunity there is. Yes, everybody just they 2023.
In what aspect?
Nobody talk.
Okay.
Some 3 states come again, nobody talk. So they are giving judiciary now. So they automatically, that means we should not come out and vote anymore.
But the parties have been talking.
What are they going to say?
Members of the parties
when the chief judge of Federation said, don't mind what the people say.
The public.
That is it. So automatically, 2027, whatever they preach, people should come out. When I look both sun and rain coming out, it's a waste. After all, the judiciary will still come and destroy it. What happened in Plateau State? I didn't see they said they don't have structure. Structure? That's how? Now, nobody's blaming INEC. That's a question. Nobody's blaming INEC. INEC don't have the power to sack, don't have power to delegate. Nobody's blaming INEC.
This only INEC, what of the security?
Okay,
agents?
nobody. Let's say INEC.
INEC and the security.
That did not sign the ballot paper. Who is it my fault that voted? I be the fault of INEC. The court is not blaming INEC. That's the question. Well, it's like we allowed this to go. Look at Liberia. Liberia we taught yesterday. Liberia we teach how to eat. Liberia we teach how to even the police. Liberia we teach the INEC. And Liberia is better than us for anything election. It's a shameful thing to Nigeria to think.
I don't miss anything about presidency. Muhammadu Buhari, the former president. That's what he said in an interview.
I don't think Buhari should go hide his shame. You know why? 8 years. Why are they prosecuting Emefiele alone? Trump have been prosecuted for some mistake in election and other things in America. Why can't they prosecute Buhari? Is it only Emefiele that has seen that scene? Emefiele has a master. Buhari is supposed to be called upon. If they call Buhari today, all this singing that I didn't miss Asuro. You know he will not miss prison. They're supposed to call him. That's why they said this a government is a party. What Fela say? If Tinubu can probe Buhari, please, people will like that. You don't prosecute Emefiele alone. That's why I see Buhari singing, I'm okay, I'm enjoying myself, I'm this thing. Why? Because nobody called his name. Buhari should be called, his name should be called. All these trillion of things that have gone down the drain, Buhari should be called for 8 years. It's about money. About money. We are not supposed to be begging. Nigeria become a beggar in where you are, where you millions of dollars. Like what Charles just said now in Lagos State. What are we benefit Lagos State? Excellence. What is our benefit? Our benefit just to look around, go around. move around, where they are allocating 430 million for chief of staff for bulletproof. Bulletproof for 440 million. Who is chief of staff? Where someone who using a bike, Mercedes-Benz bike, more than 4 bike. How much to service bike for a year? 30 million. They are allocating 30 million for deputy governor's wife to go and start throwing to parties people. And now you say, here, Lagos will bring budget of trillions. Who enjoying it? Even Kule that is here, he's not enjoying anything in Lagos State. Nothing except only road. Yes, I give it to them. Or security. I get to be. That's the only thing. But other things, zero. And mega city. But what I'm saying is that, like what other state go, even my state said, nothing. I'm not getting anything. I get to be. Now, when the head is rotting, the tattoo. If the president is not doing well, what do you expect the governors to do?
Jarek is not saying it the way you are saying it. He said people should go back to their state and make noise to their governors.
You see, when you say make, okay, good, okay, thank you, my brother.
Jarek.
You, a chairman of local government in Ogun State, rise up and make noise in Ogun State. That's what it is. At the end, what happened to the chairman? He was locked up and removed. But of all, very common man. He went there when I said something like that. That's why I can say it. You say you die. You don't say you still die. Tinubu, no matter the play, the billions, everything he has, just 6 feet. Abiala, Shagari died. What did they give you? Ojuku that ran all over the whole world happened. 6 feet. Today, how many years remain for us to live? So if you like, let APC take everywhere, the whole Nigeria everywhere. But let me tell you, how many months remain? Just 24 days, you are gone. So
a good leader starts from the first day in office to dish out changes and progress from what he met on ground. That's what Udeze Chima has written.
But our leader here is complaining that he made empty treasure. Yes, he inherited liability. I forget that he was there enjoying it when he was in Osboro, I was his name, in Bodilon. And kickback was coming to him when my brother was carrying a bully bam entry inside the compound supporting Buhari that time. Nobody questioned him. So he to enjoy it. So you don't need to complain. If you want to complain, go to Buhari and say, Buhari, all this Akombora, all this money farmer you say you gave, even this man, vice president, nobody should call him vice president. You mean? Nobody. All you know, Emefiele has carried everything. Emefiele is the one suffering it now. It's the only Emefiele that become the president, vice president, the ministers. Even the minister of aviation who went to cook a fake plane, where is he today? Has he been arrested? No. Why? This is tribalism. Yes, it's not good because they made it from Niger Delta. Why can't they arrest the minister of aviation? I just mean, Buhari there is still slapping that I didn't miss a sorrow. Buhari, I saw if I make Tinubu, I will call Buhari come. I said, leave matter, leave party matter. Answer so many questions. I'm telling you the truth. Nigeria's quiet. We are not talking. Plateau. Let them go to Supreme Court. I don't think we talk by the grace of God for Supreme Court to revise that. Let me tell you. When PDP was ruling, Plateau State was peaceful. When the APC came in, wow, killing every day. Now, Plateau people come out and voted for PDP. Now Supreme Court or Appeal Court is telling that PDP has no structure. So you are telling me the people vote and no matter. And the Nigerians are watching. Yeah? Mike is telling us that any election has to stay indoor, not come out again.
All right, thank you so much.
God bless you.
You're welcome on God. All right, Matthew, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning, Mr. Makanekule.
All right, Mr. Matthew, it's another day at the instant. You're welcome on board. Now, the questions Nigerians are asking is that, do you think in future elections, Nigerians will have that zeal to go out and exercise their franchise? And on the side of Plateau State governor, it wasn't the best judgment served by the Court of Appeal. Now, what faith do you think the man has in Supreme Court?
Let me start by saying that, unfortunately, in 2027 election, general election, we are going to witness unprecedented level of voter apathy. But Nigerians will not be interested in coming out to vote, particularly because they have lost confidence in the ability of INEC to conduct free, fair, and credible election. And to worsen the situation, look at the obstacle election that just took place in Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo State. We had a novel threat, a situation where result sheets were written before the commencement of the process. Because in the last general election, Nigerians were complaining that election results were not uploaded for the polling units as promised by INEC. That perhaps explains the reason they now devised a means of writing the result before the commencement of the process. And these are supposed sensitive materials. Now, looking at the threat of Nigeria becoming one political party, I have an issue with the judgments. If you win an election through the court and all your cases are justifiable, even if you occupy all the state houses of assembly, all the governorship seats in the state, in the country, I don't have an issue with that. But I have an issue with getting judgment through controversial circumstances. I have to tell you that the judgment that sacked the governor of Plateau State, the Court of Appeal judgment, for me, is a miscarriage of justice. Yes, because go and look at the decision of Supreme Court regarding the challenge of Obi, that Obi was not validly nominated by Labour Party. The Supreme Court did say that it is the party that is empowered to determine who is its candidate, and that the National Working Committee organ of the party is the highest organ of the party. So once that organ takes decision, you as an individual, as another political party, trying to peep into what happens in that party, you are an interloper. So the judgment of Court of Appeal in sacking Plateau State Governor is at variant with the decision of the Supreme Court in Obi's versus Tinubu APC's election at Supreme Court. So for me, I hope the Supreme Court will look at it and follow their precedents, having ruled in such manner before. Because if you ask me, if Nigeria slides into one party state, it is a dangerous trend for democracy. Power they say corrupt, absolute power they say corrupt, absolutely. That law have not been broken.
Is this an intimidation on the opposition parties in the country?
You don't call it intimidation, it's a way of trying to make institutions of government compromise. And for me, it's a recipe for anarchy. We are going to get a situation where Nigerians will lose confidence in our institutions. It has started. Don't forget that the Kogi State, the candidate of SDP candidate in Kogi State election, have said that though the election was rigged, that he will not waste his time going to court. What does that tell you? It tells that he have lost confidence in the Nigerian judicial system. When the labor union went on strike recently, federal government was citing a court order from National Industrial Court. And against all odds, they defied all the threats of federal government and they embarked on that strike. What does that tell you? They have lost confidence in Nigerian industrial courts. Nigeria is gradually sliding into anarchy. If the trend is not arrested, you can only arrest the trend by doing the right thing. For me, if you win election through the court and the circumstance is genuine, I don't have issue. Now that the decision you are giving as appeal court is at variance with decision given by Supreme Court on a similar issue, I have an issue with that.
Before you go, the president, the former president, Buhari, said he's not missing Asura. Oh, it's not missing presidency.
Why do you expect him to miss Asura when you have gotten more than heart can desire? You don't expect such person to miss Asura now. You would have gotten more than heart can desire. So what is he looking for again? For a man in his 70 officially, maybe by real age, he should be in his 90s, and he have gotten not that much. What do you expect him to miss again? Unfortunately, Nigerian president is the most powerful president in the world. Not because he's more powerful than the president of the United States of America, Canada also, our Prime Minister of Canada, but the point I'm trying to make is this. Within the confine of Nigeria, the power that a Nigerian president wields within Nigerian states, an American president cannot wield such power in America. The Prime Minister of UK cannot wield such power within the confine of UK. So the economies are caprices. Everybody, they choose and decide, they choose whatever they decide to do. Nobody questions their authority. They run with impunity. We are seeing it happening currently. A court can give order, the president say no, because I don't like the face of this man, don't allow him go. And it stands. But it cannot happen in a society. As stubborn and as resolute as Trump. Trump, in his days as the president of the United States of America, asked a correspondent of CNN to leave the White House because he was not comfortable with the question the guy was asking. The media house went to court asked that the guy should be reinstated. The government did not waste time because they know the implication of flouting the court order. But in Nigeria, the government choose and pick which court order to obey, and it goes on like that. Nobody questions the authority.
All right, thank you so much, Matthew. I appreciate you for coming on board. Quickly to Michael. Michael, good morning, and how you doing? All right. All right, it's a brand new day, brand new week. We hope you get the best. All right, the president has said it. I mean, the former president of the country, Buhari, is not missing presidency at all. But the question I need to ask is, what legacy did Buhari leave behind?
Most of the time, leaders in this part of the world don't care much about the legacy they eventually leaves behind. Of course, you should expect that kind of statement from anyone that has been privileged to lead this country at any point in time. Why should you miss Aso Rock when you have been able to replicate Aso Rock in your place of abode? So what do they need they won't be able to get even after leaving office? Most of these things, unfortunately, have been enshrined in our laws. They have become they are binding legally now. They change their cars, I think every 4 years or thereabouts. They have access to a lot of things even after leaving office. So what will it be? What should it be missing in Aso Rock? But we are not looking at, just as you have asked, we are not talking about, okay, what has he been able to point to in terms of what he left behind that is still speaking even after his exit from the office. Those are not the issues. What they can tell us is that they don't miss Aso Rock. Of course, I envy such statements too. Every one of us should love the good things of life. Till tomorrow, there will still be soldiers around him as a former military person and as a former president of the country. So we still have access to all of that. At the level of security within even his Katsina resident, Daura resident is still in order. So why will he? Everything is still at this beck and call, apart from the fact that he's no longer the commander-in-chief. So it's a good place to have been.
But are you missing him?
Not at all.
Why?
I'm not. Missing for what?
Despite the hardship you are facing now?
I'm not missing him. Don't forget that's the man that told us that that policy of the removal of subsidy ought to have been done before the election, but they perceived that Nigerians will react during the election if they subject them to that level of hardship, and that was why they penned it till the time he left office, so that the new man can implement. So they can inflict pain on Nigerians at will, while they don't go through any. So those are the kind of leaders we we have been able to have.
All right, quickly to Plateau State, what do you think will be the outcome of the Supreme Court's judgment? Appeal Court, we discussed this yesterday. Oh, no, sorry, yesterday was Sunday.
Sunday. Oh, Saturday.
Yeah. So what do you think will be the outcome of the verdict by the Supreme Court? That's citing an example of what had happened in the past.
The Supreme Court have that, judiciary. Yes, the Supreme Court have that prerogative to determine what happens. So that will not be my assignment to preempt the Supreme Court at this time. But a very dangerous trend is already happening in our country, which I think people should be attentive to. When the electoral process is not fair enough, it's not transparent enough, it's not credible enough, it is dangerous for the court to determine who becomes the governor of where, who becomes the president of our country, and all of that. Much as I respect the third arm of government, the judiciary, it is not healthy for our democracy to be determined by the court. It's not healthy for the courts to determine who becomes the governor, who becomes the president, and all of that we are beginning to see. Even in the place where we copied this democracy from, that is not the pattern. I hardly hear that the court is determining who becomes the governor of the state in the US and all of that. But it is fast becoming a trend, it's fast becoming a pattern here that people do all kinds of things to get into power. And because they also know they can have influence over the judiciary and compromise the system. And even apart from compromising the system, the judiciary itself seems to not be too straightforward in terms of the way they deliver their judgment. In this particular case, you hear that, okay, it's a pre-election matter. In a similar case, they use another formula and all of that. So this spirit and the letters of the law that they claim as judiciary is not being transparent to the people. They can, the whole system is subjected to judicial interpretation. And that is what makes it dangerous. So some of the judgment we are having may not be the true picture of things.
I also think it's now a weapon used by the ruling party.
Obviously,
against the opposition.
Why not? It can be used. And that is why it is baffling. It can be used by any ruling party, not because it is only APC now. Any ruling party can use it. The moment the process is no longer clear, if we are complaining that the electoral process is not clear, the judicial process is also becoming nebulous now. It's not clear to people. With people who just assume that, okay, this is what the eminent jurists have said, and we just have to abide with it, whether at the tribunal level, the appellate level, or the Supreme Court level. And I think it's not something we should be proud of. The most important thing is for us to clean up our electoral process. If I'm going to lose, let me lose on a clean slate and go home in peace, because it will be too clear for me that I've lost. But when people feel cheated, when people feel that they've not gotten justice, when people feel that they've not seen a transparent process that has resulted to their loss, then they want to go to court. And unfortunately, the court now is having too many laws that govern their system, which I don't think is true.
It's not favoring the opposition or any kind
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Many thanks, Michael.
Very brilliant one from Michael. Good morning, Felix. How are you doing? Wow. Like I told Michael the other time, I said it seems the judiciary is now becoming, let me use that word, now becoming a tool to fight the opposition in the country. How do you feel about it? Is that true?
It's actually true, because before the appeal court and the tribunal started coming to give their judgment, we said that this man in power, the president, is likely going to turn Nigeria to one-party state. And we are gradually saying it. They are using the powers to the judiciary. Judiciary is supposed to be independent, interpret based on evidence. But what we are seeing is that they are dancing to the executive, they are dancing to their tune. and that will not help our institution.
So there's an executive order.
Yes, when an executive order comes, it will not help our democracy at all. Just as what Mr. Kunle said, that alone, if I'm contesting for an election and the process is transparent, if I lose, I will go back home peacefully. There's no need of going for litigation or anything. But when the process is being compromised, you begin to go to different court or some other things, and you begin to wonder that what is actually going on. But the thing is this, is that I just pray, because there are about 3 opposition. One is state, UN, that's Kanu. One is Plateau,
NNPP.
One is Zamfara. So the way I look at it, those states are gone, because the Supreme Court are going to affirm what the Appeal Court has said. They are going to, because the way they are doing their judiciary rascality is beyond people's comprehension. If INEC is doing their own African magic, judiciary are doing their own motomopo under. So where do we run to? That means the system is a bit faulty, and that is what is a lot of us are no longer putting our mind, body, and soul in this judiciary issue any longer, because everybody knows where the pendulum is going to swing to. That's my humble take, sir.
Are you missing the ex-president?
Why am I missing it for? For inflicting pains and on me? I can't miss him. He's a wicked man to the core. He's one of the presidents that Nigeria will never forgive in a hurry. President Buhari is a president Nigeria will never forgive in a hurry. He dealt with Nigeria. He put Nigeria into this mess, and God will never forgive him because of what he has done to Nigeria. Look at what everybody is suffering. Well, the person that packaged him, that sold him, is there now, and I know they are not going to see anything special. They are not going to see anything special, and God will help us. Thank you, sir.
All right. Mr. All is missing the former president Muhammadu
Jesus
Buhari.
Christ is Lord. I reject it in Jesus' name.
Oh, I'm
surprised when Felix says he's a wicked man. I think Felix always rhyme with the system. He likes the system. He talks about the system. I will never miss the former president. He said he doesn't miss presidency. That's what Buhari said. Let me tell you, a dead man talking. I can never walk with a dead man. I can never romance a dead man. I can never like a man that is wicked, absolutely wicked. I can never like a man that died. They do face off. They brought somebody a look-alike to represent him.
Are you sure it was
How could I miss former President Buhari? In all my prayers, I said, to fear God. I will never in my life say, why is it that Buhari is gone?
Even with this hardship,
yes, I can say that.
Don't even complain about this administration.
I can say that. I can never say that. Tinubu is bad, worst and worst. Buhari is worst, worster and worstest. How could I rap? Say that I miss Buhari? Am I mad? That's the highest order of psychophancy. Highest order of madness. Mental degradation.
I can see the grievance on your face.
Yes, I can't miss him because
the bitterness.
He's not educated.
He's etching.
He didn't even take WAEC. He cannot even confront me. I cannot even understand him. Felix is just saying that the operation of the judiciary, how they're operating now, is beyond our comprehension. He doesn't know what he's saying. Comprehension meaning understanding, assimilation, digestion. I digest it, I understand it, I comprehend it. In the judiciary, their rascality has gotten out of hand. They hijacked the country for how many months now? Do whatever they want with our constitution.
Can we have a clean up of the judiciary?
Yes. What are you telling me? That is beyond Nigerians' comprehension. What do you mean? We understand.
Can we clean it up?
We can clean it up.
Can we rejig it?
Yes. The lawyers, the Nigerian Bar Association, NPA, has been radicalized. Yes.
Radicalized
deviated.
Through who?
through the judges, through the constitution, through the courts, through the what? The way Tinubu is handling them. They allow themselves to be rubbished. Who is saying that it's beyond our comprehension? Do you know the meaning of being beyond our comprehension? Comprehension meaning understanding.
I think he was simply saying
assimilated. Forget, it's beyond his own comprehension because of his brain. I understand it. These are criminals that have hijacked Nigerian government, Nigerian political atmosphere, Nigerian political realm, hijacked by some thieves. You are saying it's beyond their comprehension. So now that African leaders, they have what? Rubbished their countries, turning it into what? Gigantic enterprise, criminal enterprise. Obi said it.
The court ruled in favor of APC in 30 states.
Thank you. They want to slide us into one political party system. So that APC, only APC. Who says it's beyond his understanding? It is not beyond my understanding. Tinubu want hijack everywhere so that Anambra APC, Imo APC, Abia APC, Plateau APC, Ogun State APC, Lagos APC, Kano APC.
As a master strategist, don't you think
as a master strategist, don't you think criminalized masterpiece, criminalized. Is not a master strategist. Armed robbery strategists, people that are holding us on gunpoint, Durex, which master strategist? A master strategist is Donald Trump in his business. Donald Trump tours all over the world with his money, his father's money. A smart man, he pays salaries. You know how many US residents, United States of America, that under his payroll, is paying them. Yeah, that's whom you call a masterpiece. Yeah, people that are masterpiece. James Hadley's Chase, masterpiece. When you talk about crime stories, it's a masterpiece. Tinubu is stealing our money, deceiving us. He has turned all of us into slaves. It's not a masterpiece to me. I'm giving you the names of masterpiece. Winston Churchill, a masterpiece. Somebody like Adolf Hitler, a masterpiece. He used oratory rendition and turned the whole Dutch, Germans into Mugu. Yes, this is our masterpiece. They love him. Somebody like Muammar Gaddafi of Libya, a masterpiece. Because the Libyans are happy with him. Tinubu, a masterpiece. I'm not happy with him. It's only Wike that is happy with him. Sanwo-Olu, a governor that was turned to Dundee by ordinary ASP, police officer at Magodo Axis. A masterpiece governor. He doesn't know anything. Tinubu is just a slave raider. He's hearing us as slaves, Nigerians. Yes, everybody, Bajamila is laughing at him. Laughing, appreciating Tinubu because of what goes in here. Because Bajamila's son is not in one of the primary schools at Ketu suffering. That's why he's laughing. Jakaba, masterpiece, a conodrome. Okay, let me tell you, let us tell ourselves the truth. If Nigeria become a one-party state, good for them. But time is going to tell. There's nothing that lasts long in life. Whatever happens now, fine. It doesn't mean tomorrow will not change it. Nothing lasts forever. Are you listening to me?
Okay.
Buhari is telling us that he doesn't miss the presidency. He's a thief. He has stolen enough. That's why he doesn't miss presidency, office of presidency. Because he has stolen enough money for his people in Niger, for his people in Katsina, for his people that rear cattle, goats from place to place, killing people, killing Nigerian farmers, a Barakwa community, a Ganga community, Enugu, Nimbo, everywhere.
Is there nothing good you can say about it?
There is nothing good about President Buhari. See, let me tell you, if you see, Mike, when people like us talk, we need audience. We are what? Listening to. In 1984, many Igbos, many Yorubas, they went what? Berserk. Do you know what I mean? He made many of them poor. in Igbo land. Many lost their importation license because Buhari is an anti-progressive man, anti-progress. Many people lost their importation license. Many lost their exportation license because Buhari is an enemy of progress. Buhari want to come and turn everybody to Muslims. Allah Akbar, you go knock your head on the floor. That's when Buhari will like you. He want to turn Nigeria into an Islamic state, and he failed. Idiabo said no. The second man was Brigadier Tunde Idiabo. They said no. The like of the Abacha and Babangidas, they said no. That's why he didn't succeed in his first coming. And he was much aggrieved. That's why he come. He turned himself to a politician. That party, CPC, he tried until he merged together with ACN. And that is APC today. They gave him a second chance. He became the world most disappointed president in the world history. He went to G77 when he was alive. He was a fool. See, do you know what? It was computer that was interpreting to the whole world presidents what this man was saying. His oral phonics pronunciation is zero. The most disgraced Nigerian president. The most disgraceful president in the world. Buhari, me, liking Buhari, I hate him with passion. God knows what I'm saying. During Buhari regime, Christians were killed, Muslims were killed, Hausa were killed, Yorubas were killed. See, it shouldn't near Natal Sorok again. If he come close again, we are going to tell him right in his face that, Oga, you were dead since 2017. They brought somebody like you, and still you could not even maintain your image. He still remained the worst president the whole world has ever witnessed in history. And it's not going to go down because history will put it there.
It's already written.
Huh?
It's already documented, right?
Documented. Anna of history. Okay? Where did you go from Niger? He's relaxing in Niger. He's here in Katsina. He should come to Katsina.
Already he told you he'll be going to Niger to relax.
He told us because he's a thief. You know that we all know that he was a dead man that succeeded on ruling Nigeria for how many years? Go and ask Joe Biden. Go to Pentagon. Go and question White House. They will tell you because they are the real people. The White House in America, they are the real people. We don't have real people here. What we have here are armed political bandits who are robbing Nigerians, cutting away our money, running Nigeria as their personal enterprise, cutting away many millions of naira. Buhari knew that we will arrest him, hold him. That's why he has absconded into Niger.
Raphael, what can Tinubu do to right the wrongs of Buhari?
Tinubu can never right the wrong of Buhari because Tinubu was part of Buhari. Two of them were managing Nigeria. When he came, he told us, Emiloko, Awoloko, you did not contest. You are claiming that now your turn is democracy. Selectocracy is democracy.
He contested and
Emilococracy.
Don't forget he won the primaries.
Okay, he won the primaries.
Yeah, don't forget that.
If you see when they were doing the intra-party election within APC, we will laugh. You know why I'm laughing? They counted from the ballot box. 1, 2, that is election that brought Tinubu to represent APC. 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 14 to the whole world. These governments, they are criminals running Nigerian government. They are criminals. And I can never subscribe to it.
All right, Raphael, thank you so much for your contribution. I really appreciate you. MC Grandma, before we go, just a few minutes, please.
All right.
Just a few minutes. Your own contribution before we go. Thank you. Your own contribution.
All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Judiciary. What do you want, sir? The federal government to do judiciary.
Okay, fine. Good morning, everybody. My name is MC Grandma. I just want to say this. I won't be taking much of a time because I want to rush down to somewhere. Now, this is what I want the federal government to do when it comes to the aspect of judiciary. We don't have any judiciary in this country. Even your president is a dead man. We all know he's not active. We all know. Why I said so is because Tinubu himself, he promised a lot of things and yet he's not living up to expectation. So we all know that he's a dead man, because only a dead man that promises you and don't live up to expectation. When you are promising somebody something, you are supposed to redeem your pledges. But Tinubu is not redeeming any of his pledges. Even to his Yoruba counterpart, he's not doing that. So it means that Tinubu is a dead man. So what I'm trying to say is that when you look at the judiciary system, everybody's dancing to Tinubu. Nobody's doing the right thing. Everybody's just listening to Jagaban because it's Jagaban of Nigeria. To him, he's a Jagaban. Let me tell you something. Tinubu to me is a dead man, complete. A dead man is a dead man. And I don't see anything good coming out from Tinubu. People keep having any hope. They keep having false hope that Tinubu is going to do this. Tinubu cannot give you any hope. Tinubu cannot repair Nigeria because Tinubu doesn't even know how to govern Nigeria. He doesn't know how to control Nigeria. He doesn't even know what Nigeria requires to fix Nigeria. Tinubu doesn't know all these things. I hear people sometimes they talk about, they say, Baba Yelokpolo. Yorubas can be funny sometimes. Baba Yelokpolo, Okpolo Tikpoju, he has brain. He will use his brain. Is it the brain that he has? You Yorubas, you should question yourself. Is it the brain that he has? Is it the brain that he's using to fix Nigeria now? Baba Yelokpolo, is it Baba Yelokpolo? Is it the one that we are seeing now? That is the problem of this country. People will always talk. Baba Yelokpolo. Now when you tell them, they say P2B, Tani P2B. Who is P2B? Who knows P2B? When he was governor of Anambra State, what did he do? They saw the person that will fix Nigeria. They said they want a demon. Now Tinubu is there. He's fixing Nigeria for them. The P2B that you are condemning, even international committee recognizes him. Everybody knows that this man gets there, he will do something. Now, you people prefer to be in darkness while the light is just working for you.
Are you missing the ex-president of the country?
No, let me tell you. Now, let me now tell you. You see now, if you ask me now, in fairness, if you ask me Tinubu and Buhari, I will say Buhari come back. Oh.
Definitely.
Hey, Buhari come back. Oh.
Missing Buhari,
because I'm missing Buhari now. When Buhari was there, we were shouting, but we did not know another demon is coming more than Buhari. In Buhari was able to calm the country a little bit. He was able to calm the country. But this Jagaban, he doesn't care. If you want, you can go and die. That's what a Jagaban government is. You can go and die. He doesn't want to do. I'm saying it. Listen, Nigeria should read my lips. I'm saying it from today. You all should know. I said it. One day, there is going to be what I call all Nigerians will rise up to kick against this government of Tinubu. I see it coming. I foresee it coming. Everybody will rise up. We don't care the bullets. We don't care the army officer. We don't care anybody. We are all ready to die. We will kick against this Tinubu and we will pursue him out of the office. Tinubu, if you are hearing me, this is MC Grammar from around this world. I need to tell you where I come from. Let me tell you something. If you think you are the only one that have jazz, I have jazz too. Try your level, you will see me there. So what I'm trying to say is that, listen, this thing is a very simple something. Please, let us all fix this country so that we have a better Nigeria. Mr. Moderator, even if you as well, if you can agree to the fact, you are not enjoying it, but you are pretending to enjoy. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right. Viewers across the globe, here we'll say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Join us next time on the same platform. Michael remains my name. Behind the camera, I have Femi Oyebimpe. Thank you so much for joining us. Also, I have Malik, JME Malik. Thank you so much. In the studio, I have Silva. Silva doing a great job there. All right, to the CEO of Flip TV, of your people here, I really appreciate you. Join us on our social media handles right on the screen. You can also join me on my social media handles at Michael Timothy, Michael Timothy, Facebook, Instagram, Michael Timothy, and on TikTok, Mike Flip TV. Thank you so much. Tomorrow's another day. Bye.